Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Maryam and I'm from the Department of BS Chemistry. I'm going to talk about the project, which is a major project in our department, and that is SQL. And we are given 5 courses of SQL, which is a language. And I'm going to introduce you one by one all the courses. And the first course is of Introduction to SQL Server, and it's all submitted to Dr. Hammad Majeed. So let's move about the content of this presentation. These have 4 chapters. First is selection box, in which I'm going to introduce what is selection box, how to order, how to filter, and how to use AND or operation. Second chapter is all about groups, strings, counting strings, aggregating the data, strings, grouping, and having functions. The third is all about joining tables, inner join, left join, right join, union, all. And the fourth one is the final chapter, in which we will create, insert, delete, update, and all the examples of this. So what is SQL? SQL stands for Structured Query Language. SQL Server and Transact-SQL Server. SQL Server relational database system developed by the Microsoft. In this course, masters of the fundamental of the Transact-SQL Server will be explained. How to select more than one column. For this, we have to select the column from the table. And how to use top function. Select the top from the table. And how to amend the code to select all the columns. We have to select star from the table. How to order and filter the function in SQL. Table comprises of rows and columns. Queries return sets and subset. Sets have no inherent order, so we use order by function. Here we can see that we have to select top 10 channels and gear intro from. These are the columns from the table product. And now we are going to order this by using the order function. Order by descending order desk. What if we only wanted to return rows that met certain criteria? We have to select from the table where the total is greater than 15. Between function. This is the condition we are going to filter from the table, in which we are using where total between the 20 and 30. What is null? Null indicates there is no value for that record. Null helps and gaps in our data. Select the rows or columns from the table where the building is null. Same as selecting from the invoice where the building is not null. Aggregate functions. These are the examples. Find the minimum value from the affected customer column, but not only where the demand has a value. Name the result, minimum effective customer. Find the minimum. For this, we have to use the minimum function as minimum effective customer from the table grid where the demand loss is null. In the second, we have to amend the query. So which we will use maximum function. Here, the same layout as the previous, but here we are using aggregate function is average. And here we are using sum function, strings. If you want to calculate the length, then we will use length. And if we want to use the left of the description column, we will use left. And if we want to amend the query, we will use right. Group by having. Group by split the data into the combination of one or more values where the filter on rows having appear after the group by clause filtered on that. Strings. Strings can be char index, etc. Here we are using char index, and here we are using char index and length. Joining tables. This is the third chapter in which we're going to study about the inner join. This is the syntax of the inner join. Table A, column, table A column, table B column. And then from table A, inner join with the table B on, which have the same keys on the both tables. Left and right joins. Why do we need left and right joins? One table may not have the exact match in another. Customer order history for the marketing campaigns. Left join syntax. This is the same as that of the left join, right joins. These both are same in syntax. Summary of the joins. Inner join only return the matching values. Left joins or right join all rows from the main table plus the matches from the join table. For example, if we are using the right join, then all the rows from the right join. And if we are using left, then we are adding all the rows from the left join. But in the case of null, displayed if no match is found. And left and right join can be interchanged. So these are the difference between all the joins in SQL Server. Left join matched, returned, and non-matches discarded. But in the case of right table, matched are returned and non-matches are discarded. Left join, all the rows are returned, and in the right join, matches all the returned. These are the difference among the joins. So CRUD operation, what does it actually mean? C for create, R for read, U for update, D for delete. Create the databases table, user permission, and security groups. Read, for example, select, update, amend. Data type, if you are going to write the date, then we will be writing year, then month, then date. And date time has this type of syntax. Time in numeric and in string, there are different data types. Here is the example. If we want to create a table, we have to write the name and then its column, and then we have to write its data type, column name and data type, and then its size. If you want to insert something into the table, then we will write something, table, column 1, column 2, and column 3. Then we will select that, and where is the for the filter or where the condition actually applied. Update is where if we want to update something, and delete if we want to delete something. So that's all from my side, and that is my statement of accomplishment from the Datacamp on the course Introduction to SQL. Thank you. That's all from my side.